Good morning. So today we are working on estimating differences. And when we find the difference, that means we are subtracting. So we're going to estimate the difference of 587 minus 322. And we are going to do this by rounding to the nearest hundred, and then we are going to round to the nearest 10. So if we are rounding to the nearest hundred, the first thing I need to do is underline my hundred spot. So in 587, it is going to be 5, and 322, it's going to be 3. So on 587, I'm going to look at my next number. What does the 8 tell my 5 to do? Remember that 5 or more, raise the score. 4 or less, let it rest. So the 8 is going to tell our 5 to go up by 1. So it's going to turn into a 6. Our numbers behind are then going to turn into zeros. So 587 rounded to the nearest hundred is 600. Now we're going to do 322. We know our 3 is in the hundred spot. I look next door. My 2 is going to tell my 3 what? 5 or more, raise the score. 4 or less, let it rest. So my 3 is going to rest and stay a 3. My numbers behind turn into zeros. This is now a pretty easy problem to subtract. 0 minus 0 equals 0. 0 minus 0 equals 0. And 6 minus 3 equals 3. So our estimated difference of 587 minus 322 rounded to the nearest hundred is 300. Now let's do 587 minus 322 rounded to the nearest 10 spot. So in 587, my 8 is in my 10 spot. I'm going to look next door to my 7. My 7 is going to tell my 8 what? Remember, 5 or more, it's going to raise the score, so that 8 is going to turn into a 9. Our number in front here in our hundred spot, that's going to stay the same. So it's going to be 590, and then that 7 turns into a 0. And that's why I circled my back number to remind me that this number is a 0, and any numbers behind that would be a 0. 322 rounded to the nearest 10. I'm going to underline my 10 spot, and I'm going to look next door at my 2. My 2 is going to tell my other 2 to what? Let it rest. So my 3 is going to stay a 3. My 2 is going to stay a 2. And my other 2 turns into a 0. And now we just subtract. 0 minus 0 equals 0. 9 minus 2 equals 7. And 5 minus 3 equals 2. Let me know if you guys need any help.